Columbia University here in New York City announcing all classes actually going to be held virtually today. This coming in a statement, the university president saying the community needs a reset and a chance to de-escalate the rancor of recent days. She's referring to protests and a near campus calling for the school to divest from companies connected to Israel, and especially intimidation and maybe more that's emerged against Jewish students. Over the weekend, a rabbi associated with the university recommended that a group of Jewish students return home and not come back to campus until the security situation improves. Yesterday, the White House blasting the calls for violence, intimidation of Jewish students is blatantly anti-Semitic. Joining us right now for his take on all of this and what comes next, Rabbi David Ingber, founding rabbi of Renewal Synagogue, Romemu, and he's the senior director for Jewish Life and the senior director of the Bronfman Center at Manhattan's 92nd Street Y. Good morning to you. I think we're all just trying to understand first of all, what we think has even happened over the weekend and what you've seen, given your proximity to it all.
Yeah, so my proximity is not only because my synagogue is in that neighborhood, but also I have congregants who are members of the faculty at Columbia University. I have family members who attend Columbia University. So I'm hearing firsthand, and we're receiving firsthand videos, from my niece on our WhatsApp group. So I'm seeing it, and it's around me. It's also I live in that neighborhood, so I'm seeing it on the streets. Right. It's unbelievable. I mean, just for our viewers to know, like about 75 blocks from here, there are people chanting that October 7th and the massacre of Jews, the pogrom that took place on October 7th, they're saying it's not going to happen once or 10 times. It's going to happen 1,000 times.
For twice we've said we want to tone down the rancor. I mean, that is soft. So someone is going to get hurt or killed at one of these.
I mean, what the president said about there being a reset is absurd. We don't need a reset. We need absolute consequences and enforcement. And the university essentially brought in the NYPD in order to do kind of like to clear the encampment. But of course, it's just a small gesture. So it's not safe on campus for Jewish students.
What do you think is happening, therefore, from an administrative level at this university? We've seen this at other universities, but what do you think is happening at Columbia right now? We were talking before, Columbia Business School, one of the most famous business schools in the country. Warren Buffett's a famous alumni, Henry Kravis. I mean, there's a whole long list. Where is the pressure point on these universities for there to be some kind of meaningful change?
So I don't know. I'm not in those backdoor conversations, but it's a little bit appalling, and it should appall all of us, that it took a congressional hearing in order to get the president of Columbia University to begin some small gesture of disciplinary action towards tenured professors who reveled and who spoke in what took place on October 7th. I mean, this is the toxicity and the level of infection in our elite academic institutions is remarkable. It's just remarkable.
This is different from free speech, because I think that's where a lot of people get confused. Free speech and protests on campus are one thing. What is different that's happening?
Again, so I'm not a lawyer. I can't actually,
No,
legally,
just from
I'm
what
not
you've
sure.
seen.
But what we've seen is that this is not an issue of free speech. People are not protesting a political stance vis-a-vis Israel and vis-a-vis the Palestinians, advocating for sovereignty. They are actually they're essentially calling for the genocide of Jews who live in Israel and Israelis. They're physically intimidating students. Students don't feel safe. We already read from the beginning that one of the rabbis in Columbia University, said that students in 2024 have to leave Columbia's campus, the Upper West Side of Manhattan, in order to be safe on Passover. The irony of this is so thick, we should actually be bowling over. I mean, Passover is a holiday that celebrates the Jewish liberation in the face of Egyptians that were trying to murder them and that enslaved them for 400 years and so on. And here we are, 2024. We have the libel against Jews, that they use the blood of Christians was a common trope in Europe around Passover, that we'd make matzah with blood. And here we are in 2024 at the bastion of our elite institutions telling Jews that unless they go home, they're not safe. And I know personally from my niece, who is at home now, we know students are terrified, and they've been bullied, they've been harassed, they've been spit at. It's a terrible scene.
Here's my question to you, Rabbi, and the reason why I mentioned the business leaders, because historically they have had influence over these universities. Last night, we made calls, CNBC made calls to a number of business leaders, alumni, on the board of and connected to this university, Columbia. And to a man, nothing.
Right.
Zero. No comment, no statement. We don't want to say anything.
Sure.
And we can take Colombia out of this. But more broadly, and I've had a number of conversations with CEOs about this, who all say, I can only talk to you, Andrew, off the record. I don't want to talk to you on the record about this. I can't say anything publicly. I fear that my employees are going to come for me.
Sure.
I fear that the customers who are against this are going to come for me. What do you tell those people who are watching right now on this issue?
Well, this is a time for moral clarity and for moral courage. You know, one of the great things about the story of Passover is that in order for the Israelites to become free, God gave them a test. They said, take the God of Egypt and bring it into your home, and that will become the Paschal offering. Sacrifice, right, the God of Egypt. The Israelites at the time said, that's too scary, that's terrifying. How do we bring the God of Egypt into our home and sacrifice it? And that forever becomes the emblem of what Passover stands for, which is the courage to do the scary and risky thing. Right? You want to be free? If we're speaking about liberal values, we're speaking about this country, it's really remarkable to see how leadership here is so wanting.
Let me ask you this, Mayor Adams, is there a way to stand up?
Governor Hochul and Mayor Adams are more vocal, and the White House, which has already issued 3 statements on anti-Semitism thus far, has more moral courage than Columbia University's leadership and other elite universities' leadership. That's appalling.
Okay, so explain this. Is there a way to stand up for Jewish people and against anti-Semitism and at the same time potentially disagree with the approach that Israel has taken as it relates to Gaza?
Of course there is. Of course there is. If peaceful protest is something that is guaranteed, right, by our Constitution guarantees that right to each and every one of us. But we're not talking about peaceful protests. Go to NYU now, where encampments are also happening. Go and visit Columbia University. Try to see.
By the way, it's happening at Yale. I think we have live video.